Good evening and thanks for being with us tonight. The Halo shelter in Salisbury has opened its doors to the homeless tonight in the midst of freezing conditions. The shelter says they have 10 beds available for women, 5 for men and more if needed, as well as a hot meal for anyone who wants one. Now, their emergency weather hours started today at 4 p.m. and will run straight through tomorrow morning. Tonight, they are calling on the community to let any homeless that they may see outside know that there is a warm place for them to sleep tonight.
We just ask you, if you see someone out on the street, that just to let them know, hey, come to Halo, they'll have a cot ready for you. Just get them in out of this bitter blast.
Now, the shelter says they will be offering the same service tomorrow as these colder temperatures will persist throughout the weekend. Now, they are also thanking the community for their donations and the volunteers that help make these emergency services possible. Well, we move now to Cambridge, where at the top of the month, the city's juvenile curfew went into effect. Now, Cambridge police say as of now, they've had no violations. Last month, the city council adopting the temporary curfew for those 16 years of age and younger. The curfew is from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Sunday through Thursday and 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Now, Chief Todd tells us, although many were divided on the matter, the move has actually strengthened the communication between the police department and the community.
Our hope is to gather the data, find out where our holes are that we need to work on as a community as whole, not just the police department, to serve our children better. It's not intended to give fines or get parents in trouble. It's an education factor that for not only the parents, but for the community, the leaders, the police department, to see where we need to go.
Now, Chief Todd says he does expect there to be violations, once the weather gets warmer and there's more kids outside, but that temporary curfew will stay in effect until June 30th.
All right, it's a cold one tonight, and as promised, it's here, and it's here to stay for a little bit, the Arctic air. But by this time tomorrow, 24 hours from now, you will already notice marked improvements from how it feels outside. It's just got to get through tonight and tomorrow morning. Brutally cold. You wouldn't see it or wouldn't notice it from this view from Rehoboth Beach or Morse Roofing and Siding Skycam. Very quiet evening overall outside of the cold temperatures and the blustery conditions. Weekend forecast, let's talk about it here. So tomorrow, I expect highs to be near freezing, but it's tonight through tomorrow morning that the wind chill is going to stay near zero at times, especially when you get some of those higher wind gusts. The coldest will be tonight and tomorrow morning, but looking at Sunday, much improved, starting at 23, but we're already going to be into the 30s by mid-morning and should find our way into the 50s for the afternoon. Some more clouds. We'll talk about the chance for maybe a shower Sunday night. Big shout out, though, to Westside Primary for having me give a talk to the kindergartners out of Quantico earlier today. I want to thank Miss Weldon and Miss Small for having me out there. It was a great time. We talked about the groundhog. We talked about tornadoes, hurricanes, blizzards, and rainbows. That was a big thing that we talked about, how rainbows are formed. So again, just a shout out to all the kindergartners out there. A great time earlier today. What to expect going forward? Cold temperatures late tonight, like the groundhog said. We're going to stick with winter here for a little bit, but maybe proving Phil wrong here going forward with a rapid warming trend in the mild pattern in the next week. Check these winds out right now. These are not winds. These are wind gusts that are close to 30, but they were much higher earlier. So there's been a slight relaxation with the winds, but it really is not making much of a difference. Actual air temperatures in the upper teens and low 20s. Look at these wind chill values. Dover, it feels like 2, 6 in Easton, 7 in Cambridge, 7 out of Wallops, and a wind chill of 10 in Ocean City. Northwest flow continuing to see that Arctic air spilling into the north and east. We're in the edge of the coldest air. They're looking at record-breaking numbers up here. Look at northern New England here below zero. Well, I'll get rid of that so we don't have to look at it too much. That is some nasty stuff. So it could be worse, I guess. 7 tomorrow morning through the afternoon, keeping it sunny. And watching what happens here into Sunday, we have more of a southerly flow kicking in. And we'll see some clouds develop. And I wouldn't be surprised after sunset, a few rain showers try to sneak in here. That's just a sign of the warmer air moving in. That is more moisture from the south. But getting into Monday, it should be a quiet start to the new week. For tonight, 10 to 15, the actual air temperature, but the wind chill hanging out near zero for most of the night and tomorrow morning. Those wind chills tomorrow, that's an improvement for the afternoon as actual air temperatures will be closer to freezing. Here's the 7-day forecast and that promised warm up into next week, and it's a sustained mild trend. Mid-50s on Monday, mid to upper 50s on Tuesday, and near 60, if not above in some warmer spots, especially Wednesday through Friday, although that will come with the chance for some rain. Thursday night into Friday. We've got more DSI coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.